His favorite baseball memory is winning the Section 5 Class B2 title his sophomore year, and of course putting on the tarp during the freezing weather. He'd like to thank his teammates, his coaches, Coach Vogel for all his time and effort spent on SVS to help all the players become better, and most importantly, his family for always being his #1 supporter. His advice for the underclassmen: always give 100% in practice and in games, and make sure to never hit pop flies and always get on top of the ball. Give a big round of applause for Cody Costello. Our second senior that we would like to honor tonight is the pitcher and first baseman number 20, Logan Dunbar. Logan is being escorted by his mom, Faith, his dad, Kelly, and his 3 sisters, McKenna, Jaden, and Alexa. He's played for varsity baseball for 4 years. He's also played basketball and soccer for Wellsville. His future plans are to attend Alfred State for mechanical engineering while playing basketball. His favorite baseball memory is winning sectionals in 2021, all of the cookouts and bonfires with his team, and quote, "oh my back." He would like to thank his parents, Coach Delahunt, Coach Jones, Coach Green, Coach Vogel, and all his teammates throughout the years. His advice to the underclassmen: work hard, show up in the offseason, be there for your teammates, and don't forget, don't you dare hit that ball in the air. Big round of applause for Logan Dunbar. Our next senior that we'd like to honor is the center fielder number 4, Kevin O'Grady. Kevin is escorted by Tim and Barb O'Grady, his parents. He's played varsity baseball for 2 years. He's also been on the varsity soccer team. Kevin's future plans are to attend St. Bonaventure, where he will major in business. His favorite baseball memory is colliding with Jerry Havens in center field and being knocked out cold, and waking up to see everyone standing over him like he had just come back to life. He'd like to thank Coach Delahunt, Coach Vogel, and Coach Jones. And his advice for the underclassmen is play your hardest every game and give 100% effort, because you never know when it could be your last. Big round of applause for Kevin O'Grady. And our 4th senior that we are honoring tonight is third baseman, center fielderman number 3, Aiden Riley. He's being escorted by his mother and father, Casey and Bernie Riley. Aiden's played varsity baseball for 2 years. He also plays basketball and football for Wellsville. Aiden's future plans are currently undecided. His favorite baseball memory is Myrtle Beach and a spring break trip. He would like to thank all of his coaches, his family, and everyone that has supported him. His advice for the underclassmen is enjoy it. It goes by fast. And don't hit pop flies. Let's give our seniors a big round of applause and thank them for their dedication to the Wellsville Lions baseball team.
So hello everybody and welcome to today's Section 5 matchup between Hornell and Hornell and Wellsville. Apologize. I'm Bob Peischer, broadcasting from the Simmons Remarkable broadcast booth here from Wellsville High School.
Today's contest reflects mutual respect. Be loud, be proud, be positive. Let's play some ball.
On the mound, number 20, Logan Dunbar. Senior, we saw the senior day. I recorded it and then replayed it for you. Hopefully you guys got a good visual of it. Dunbar, of course, part of that Section 5 championship in basketball. Played so well. Come on, Eileen. I love their selection of music here. Gavin Haggerty, the 10th grader, at first. Second base, number 8, Andrew Ordway. Cody Costello at short. And Aiden Riley at third. First pitch, I'm not sure what was going on there. Oh. Honoring Kevin O'Grady. So 1 ball, 1 strike is ball's high, 2-1. Yeah, apologize, I didn't find out ahead of time, but Kevin O'Grady being honored there. You can see the love in the teammates and emotional here. You know, I was talking to just about the rivalries and stuff like that the other day, and I was actually online talking to a friend that when we played football in high school, that we didn't get along with the school. East Rochester played him in the championship of the Section 5 game. And then we ended up being our roommate in college and stuff, and we're best of friends now. So a lot of these kids, you know, high school rivalries will turn into great friendships later, and from both teams. And in fact, another friend, too, was from Wellsville, now lives in Rochester. Full count. And strike 3. So Dunbar gets a strikeout. So Wyatt Argenteri up. There's a strike. 2-1 from Dunbar. Strike 2. Dunbar delivers. That one's low. Argenteri, senior. Oh, and there's strike 3. Argenteri thought it was a ball, but Dunbar starts out 2 strikes here, or 2 strikeouts for the Lions. Said he's going to go to Alfred State next year. I was kind of paying attention because I was still doing some setups and stuff. I wasn't sure if he was going to play baseball there or not. I see Jake Ponticello, the Hornell's catcher, is going there as well to Alfred State. This is Gennaro Pico. Pico takes a swing at it. 1-2 now. Chopper. Easy play for Dunbar. 1-2-3 inning for Logan Dunbar and the Lions. So we go to the bottom of the first.
Hey, it's just a reminder, the concession stand is open. It's located up here by the track. They have hot dogs, pizza, popcorn, chips, candy, and many beverages to choose from, including pretzels, I believe.
Including pretzels. I love that. Oops. Today's game is brought to you by Maple City Collision Auto Body Repair. Best auto body repair shop in the area is at Maple City Collision. Telling John Birch that you. 607-324-1155. They did a great job for my car crash. I hit a deer in downtown Wayland after filming I know I've mentioned it 1,000 times, after filming a volleyball game that I couldn't even get to work to stream, so it was just a bad day all around. So thanks, guys. Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777. Team, school, sports, work apparel. No order too big, no order too small. Valley Apparel and Designs. And by your friends at Hess's Tree and Stump Removal, Bucket Truck Services, Chipping, Stump Grinding, Dependable Expert Service. Call Lenny Rose, 324-1326. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal. Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Oops, let me get that right. There it is. There's Apex, 44 Genesee Street. Dr. Joseph K. is a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. Apex Chiropractic, 382-3751. Dr. Pat Pico right over here in Wellsville, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129. There's the senior I really didn't get a good shot of in senior night there, Cody Costello. Senior. And that ball is going to get through. So base hit for Costello. So Cooper Brockway. Brockway, 11th grader. Ooh, he got hit and the ball got free, but hope he's all right. You could hear a thud. I didn't have the camera on him, unfortunately. Last thing you want to be done is injured and he just shook it off though. In one of your final games, home games here. One and one to Brockway. Left hand is Gates Miller, so an easy throw over to first. 2 and 2. Oh no, actually. Brockway does strike out. Looking. So Alex Green up. Green, a 9th grader, or Green, 11th grader, apologize. Green gets a base hit. Costello stops at second.
Our next batter is number 10, Trenton Green.
Double play to end the inning as Costello took off for third. So we'll be back after this.
At the end of the first inning, we have a score. The visiting Hornell Red Raiders 0 and your Wellsville Lions.
I think we'll be back. Get that to go again here. Hold on just a second here. There it is.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan Agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
So welcome back. Top of the second inning. Dunbar sent down the top of the first, 1-2-3. Unfortunately, the Costello with him taken off. Double play by Shawnee Rose at short. So the threat put down by Hornell. So Ponticello, we talked about him. He's going to Alfred State next year as well. Dunbar throws a strike, 0-1. That's a strike in there with a fastball, 0-2. One and two to Ponticello. And strike three.
The next batter is number 33, Darren Oyer.
Oyer takes a whack at it, 0-1. Oh boy, the fastballs. Hornell's swinging right through him here. Strike three looking. Oyer just puts his head down. So shortstop Shawnee Rose up. He's just throwing nothing but fastballs here, and Hornell just can't catch up with him. That one a tad low. And there's the first hit of the game for Hornell as Rose puts one in the outfield. That's the outfielder number 10, Trenton Green.
The next batter is number 13, Andy Davis.
Andrew Davis up with 2 outs. Rose on first. Gonna have Shawnee in a rundown. And got him. We'll see the instant replay. Looked like he tagged him on the back, all right. It's hard to tell from my angle, but looks like a good play. Since we don't have multiple cameras. So this is going to take us to the bottom of the second. Today's game brought to you by Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Giglio, 24-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Chakowski, Wine Chiropractic, 20 Park Drive, 324-7246. Accepting new patients now at Wine Chiropractic Associates. Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 324-6424. Need a new computer, want to repair it? It's Ed's Computers, laptops, network systems, security systems. They can do it all at Ed's Computers.
Leading off for the Wellsville Lions is one of our seniors, number 20, Logan Dunbar.
So Logan Dunbar takes a strike from Gates Miller. Ooh, that looked a little low, but official call strike 2. He's been calling. He called one of the other ones a strike in that low area too. So as long as he's consistent, the batters know what to look for. And there's strike 3. Good pitching by Miller as Dunbar goes down looking. Riley pops it up. Pico underneath it. And he makes the play. Popped up to Argenteri. That's the end of the second. We'll be back.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
So welcome back. Andy Davis gets a fresh start at bat with Rose getting picked off to end the second. Cruising right along here, top of the third inning. One and two to Davis. And Davis goes around strike three. Ooh, hot shot. You always got to pay attention when you're around a baseball park or softball park for balls being hit up to the track area. Dunbar delivers. Oiler stays alive with a fouls that one off. And strike three. So 6 strikeouts over 8 batters so far for Dunbar. Brings up Daniel Barnett. Barnett trying to change things up here. 9th in the batting order. Going to try to see if he can get on with a bunt. Or at least he did that pitch. Like strike three. Oh, strike two. I'm sorry, that was 1 and 1. My mistake there. It was 1 and 2. 1 and 1 before that. That one's low. Barnett, 11th grader. Playing right field. And there's strike three. 7 strikeouts so far against 9 batters. This game is flying right by. It's going to take us to the bottom of the third. Real quick, we didn't get a chance to look at all the standings. Hornell comes in at 11-4 in third place in the B1 standings. You keep jumping around. They were 5th place a couple of games ago. Now they were third. Then they jumped back to 5th. Now they're back up to 3rd place. So this win is important for them. And B2 standings, Wellsville have jumped up a little bit into the 6th spot. They were 8 at one point. So teams jockeying around in both B1 and B2. Don't forget, tomorrow will be live from Waco's Hornell's regular season finales on the road at Wayland against the Waco Golden Eagles. 4:30 start right here on Peisch Sports. Gavin Haggerty, the 10th grader. Just earlier, I'll tell you about after this pitch. At the beginning of the game there, they were honoring Kevin O'Grady, who they threw a ball and the first pitch was thrown out to the outfield, and he's been injured all season. I'm not sure the extent of his injuries, but he has not played, so they gave him a chance and senior night to fielding a ball in the outfield, and so it's a nice tribute to him. Again, this is Gavin Haggerty. Gates Miller on the mound for Hornell. That one outside corner. 2-2. This one, is it going to be trouble? It is. Yeah, I'm not sure what that signal is, like they're choking up on the bat maybe? Wringing out laundry? I don't know what that motion is. They've been doing it the last couple batters that have got on base. I'm not privy to that information. And got him. Nice play. Sorry, I was writing down the stat. What? I missed the tag out. This is Carson Grover. Carson, a 10th grader. Carson rockets one. It's against the fence.
I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along
I know something happened here. Not sure if the replay will work. Oh. We had a problem with the replay. There's a substitute. So Grover, who had the long hit. Is being subbed for number 5, Corey Nurse. So top of the order, Cody Costello led the game off with a hit. Is 1 for 1 today. He was part of that double play. Trying to keep Nurse on second. That one's high and outside. This one popped up. Oyer's coming over to see if he can get it. And he does for the second out. Charlie Oyer. Cooper Brockway struck out looking, 0 for 1 today. Low and inside. A little off speed from Gates Miller that time. 1-1. This one popped up. Barnett running over to get it. And Barnett can't grab it. I have to move my camera just a bit here. Brockway, junior. And it's the third out. Today's game, the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street in Hornell, 324-60-63. The best Italian cuisine around Hornell is at the Italian Villa. I did stop at Little Italy over here the last time I was here. I might stop again tonight. Very good, very good Italian over here in Wellsville. But in Hornell, it's the Italian Villa. Thanks to the Italian Villa for their support. John N. Dagan, attorney at law. Thanks, John. 607-324-6690 for John N. Dagan. And by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair, 324-6424. Needing some concrete work done, construction, they can do it all. Also City View, that's where I get my car repairs done. MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner, web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to MysticMedia.com. Mystic Media. I like their music they do here. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Make car buying simple when you drive your deal at one of these two great locations, Simmons and Rockwell.
Leading off the whizzing Hornell Red Raiders is number 17, Gates Miller.
Tradition.
So Gates Miller leads things off. Top of the order for Hornell. As Dunbar had to make some equipment adjustment. Top of the fourth. That's low. Gates Miller struck out. Seven strikeouts so far for Dunbar here through 9 batters. This is his 10th batter he's faced. Obviously top of the order for Hornell. It's 3-0 though. Dunbar in danger of giving up his first walk of the game here. I can't imagine Miller going to be swinging. There's a strike. I'd be taken here if I was Miller again. Pops it foul. Oh, missed a car. I always open my sunroof because that's probably one of the most expensive probably to replace in a car when I park near a baseball park. Here's ball 4. So Gates Miller works his way to a walk.
Our next batter is number 7, Wyatt Argentary.
Throw back to first. That's low. So 5 out of the last 6 pitches by Dunbar have been balls. There's a good pitch, fastball for a strike. 1-1 to Argentary. Fouled off. We talked about not this game, but before, how you can tell the ball's coming in high, and yet Argentary's still trying to bunt it. I think he should be able to probably pull back if he sees the ball coming in, because that would have been a ball. Of course, you got a split second to make that decision. And there's strike 3. Oh, he came off the bag, apparently. It's hard to tell because of the dirt or the dust, but I couldn't see, but I know there was so much dirt and dust fly up. I'm surprised the umpire could even see it, but so 2 outs. Gennaro Pico grounded out to Dunbar. His first at bat. Pico chops it. Nice play by Costello. Still chirping was Coach Flint. It was hard to see on the camera, but they'll get together and they figure it out. One of the things the coaches always got to do is you have to support your team. So we'll be back.
Checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Leading things off here, bottom of the fourth, is Alex Green. Curveball in for a strike. Green out at short. So Trenton Green up. Still 0-0 on the John and Dagan scoreboard. Again, Bob Peischer broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth. Another Peisch Sports presentation of Red Raider and Wellsville Lions sports here. Welcome everybody watching from near and far. This one popped up. Another one foul. I did say I was going to move my camera. I think I'll do that right now. So I'm not boxed out from there. That's a little bit better, hopefully. This one gets through. So Trenton Green gets a hit. Logan Dunbar up, struck out. looking. His first at bat, 0 for 1. Dunbar. That one's foul. I wonder how many home runs he has this year. Oh, the ball came out. Nice catch by Burnett.
Senior number 3, Aiden Riley.
Aiden Riley up. With 2 outs. Green on first. Trenton Green. Oh. I'm surprised he even threw it. And I'm saying that because he wasn't even off base more than a few feet. And instead now puts him in scoring position. I don't think that was a good decision by Gates, but I don't think we can see it, unfortunately. But yeah, he couldn't. But he had no lead. It didn't look like. I know he's just trying to keep him there, but he's got to get this out here. This one. And Barnett puts it away. So, with Trenton Green on third, able to get that put away. Today's game brought to you by Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmut Industrial Park in Hornell. Looking for a new job? They are hiring. 607-324-1721. Stop in or give them a call. They're DuPont dealership or distributor and the 3M distributor as well. St. James Hospital, Dr. Ali Mansour, sports medicine physician. He's an orthopedic surgeon. Him and Dr. Andrew Wilhelm there right at St. James, 385-3740. St. James Hospital and Dr. Ali Mansour, First Heritage Federal Credit Union on Apex checking account, Apex saving account, all the Apex financial services at First Heritage Federal Credit Union right in the corners of Mays and Seneca Street in Hornell. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. Cremation services only $16.95 plus the crematory fee. The lowest cremation services in the area, the Dagan Funeral Home. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo, Rochester, and New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Connors and Ferris. The Ryan Agency is Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 good locations to serve you better. Right over here in Wellsville. 180 South Main Street. Thanks, Jeff Ryan. Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agencies. Jake Ponicello. Ponicello struck out his first at bat. There's a low one, 1-1. Ponicello swings to that. A nice little message from one of the Wellsville softball players. I came over here and did the Hornell game against them, and I set up in the outfield like I do usually for softball, and she just appreciated it so much that he was able to study her, the way she was pitching and stuff. So it's one thing about nice. I like zooming in like this so that maybe they can study how they swing. And so thank you very much. I forget her name. She was a real good pitcher there for Wellsville last 2 weeks ago when I was here. Then I went to Little Italia afterwards for a nice meal. Sat with some former neighbor of mine that now lives over here. And there's Ponicello goes down. So 9 strikeouts for Dunbar. Davin Oyer up. There's a strike. Oyer struck out looking. In the third, 0 for 1 today. And there's 2 strikes. The umpire has been consistent. He's been calling those low in the strike zone. That ball's outside. I'm laughing because Eden Riley was running in toward, thought it was a strike. He was running in toward he's at third base, toward the dugout. Now he can run in. Oh no, he can't. It's only the second out. My mistake. Here's Riley smiling. Oh, see, Aiden, I made a mistake too. I thought it was strike or the third out. So 10 strikeouts for Logan Dunbar. Shawnee Rose at the plate. Rose with the lone hit here today for Hornell. That one's in the dirt. Rose able to hang up. Here's strike 3, and Rose knew it. Yeah, I think as the catcher, you're just supposed to throw it. See, the guys are just throwing it around. You're supposed to just throw it back to the pitcher's mound. The guys are running in, dropping it. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
This is Matt Ritter. Popped out to center field. His first at bat is 0 for 1 today. Popped out of play. Top of the 5th inning, still no score here. Popped up. Oyer underneath it. I'm sorry, yeah. Like it was an easy play because Oyer underneath it was either Charlie Oyer at first, but ended up being Davin Oyer at second.
Number 21, Gavin Harry.
Low and inside. Gavin Haggerty. 1 for 1 with a hit. One and one from Miller. Gates Miller delivers. Yes. I can see Ponicello asking if first base umpire whether he. I don't think he went around, but can you ask for a strike? But I don't think he can. This one lifted. It's going to drop in there for a base hit. Ringing it up.
Next batter is number 16, Derek Coleman.
16. Who'd they say this was, 16? Derek Coleman. Didn't he play for Syracuse? Basketball player. This kid's a big kid. He probably could play for Syracuse. Coleman takes a strike. Coleman 1-1. That's high. And wow, a big cut there. Two and two. There's strike 3. Like I said, he's been consistent, that umpire behind home plate, the home plate umpire with the low strike calls. So top of the order, Cody Costello. 1 for 2. Had a hit to lead the game off. Nice play by one pitch by Miller.
At the end of the 5th inning, we have the visiting Hornell Red Raiders 0 and the Wellsville Lions 0. The 6th inning is sponsored by the Beautiful Nutrition. The Beautiful Nutrition is
Dunbar coming back out.
and offers meal replacement shakes, energy teas, protein waffles, and much more. We are proud to serve fast food for healthy people. Visit us today. Leading off the Hornell is number 13, Andy Davis.
As the sun sets in front of us. Top of the 6th. Never changed the bottom of the 5th last time. Is Joe Flint forgot to get over on third base coach. 1-1 to Davis. Davis 0 for 1 today. Got him. Nice play by Costello. Beautiful play, Cody. Charlie Ware. I'm going to just tell you to assume everybody has struck out until I told you because 10 strikeouts for Dunbar. Oh, 11, I'm sorry. 11 strikeouts for Dunbar so far here today. That one's low. 1-2 to Charlie Ware, the first baseman. And strike 3. Today's game brought to you by Howard Hanna Real Estate Services and Reggie Gambino. Looking to buy or sell a property, it's Howard Hanna and Reggie Gambino, 382-3052.
Our next batter is number 2, Wyatt Evingham.
So Wyatt Evingham getting a chance. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be live 4:30. Hornell travels to Waco for the final regular season game. Game that's been postponed twice is finally going to be because it looks like the weather's going to cooperate. Of course, I said that last time and they had to cancel it because we did have decent weather, and it ended up not raining, but they postponed it because the threat, and I think it ended up raining a couple hours after the game would have ended, but so they would have got it in. But tomorrow's the absolute last day you can play any games in Section 5, so because the selection for sectionals is Friday. Again, this is Wyatt Everingham, 9th grader, 2-1 count to him. Three and 1. Dunbar only giving up one walk today, and that was to Gates Miller. That's during that he had thrown 6 pitches and 5 of them were balls. Miller got on with that. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, that was a little high, I'd say. I'm not sure if we have the... Yeah, that was high. Everingham gets through for a base hit. So Hornell's only a second hit for Hornell. So 2 outs, Everingham on first. Nice play. I wasn't sure who was going after that since I'm looking at a monitor. Nice job in the outfield by Ritter. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Oops. Again, if you're just joining us, we'll take a look at the standings here. With 1 game left, Hornell will either be 12-4 or 11-5, whether they can pull this one out or not. Palmac 16-2. You can see they're an impressive. Geneva right on their tail, though. Yeah, the most important part, I'll go back to that real quick, and the most important part is the right side, the seeding points is the most important. You can throw all the other stuff out. That's your most important stat here. That's how the rankings go. And we'll look at the B2 standings. Wellsville in the 6th seed right now. This, obviously, a win would help. I'm not sure if Haverling and Attica or any of the other teams are playing today, but obviously a win here would help Haverling move up and possibly into the 4 position, depending how things go. But I will post on Peisch Sports on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter the rankings after tonight. So I'll put them on probably around midnight tonight. The post will go up, so you can check it out tomorrow morning, or if you stay up, you can see where Hornell is going into their last game tomorrow. It's out of play. Cooper Brockway. Strike 1 and 2.
Next batter is number 7, Alex Green.
This is Alex Green. 1 for 2 with a hit. Also grounded out to Shawnee Rose at short. 1 and 1. So full count, 3 and 2. Catch by Davis. 2 down.
Next batter is number 10, Trenton Green.
Barnett, who's getting a lot of work today. Now I'm going to go back to these standings. Since we are here going into the bottom of the 6th, or end of the top of the 7th, I should say, you can see there is a spot for ties. But no one has tied in either B1 or B2 this year. I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure this is the rule, if the game is played 9 complete innings and the score is tied, then that's where the tie comes in. But I have yet to see it in C or any of the classes. I really haven't looked at some of the top A, obviously. But that's where a tie comes in, and I'm not sure what kind of points you get, if it's just split. Number 21, Gavin Haggerty, having a little fun down here with the Ponicello's parents. The ball went through. They were playing over here, and it went and hit the net right in front of their fence, but they're obviously laughing. There's Ponicello's kid, Jake. Well, I'm not sure what he's asking for. Dunbar back out. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben and Allegheny County for 25 years. Thanks, Dr. Pico. He has an easy drive over here from work. Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay is a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. It's Apex Chiropractic and Dr. Joseph McKay. Wyatt Argenteri leads things off here. Top of the 7th. Takes a strike. Argenteri 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. Looking at a 1-1 here. I've yet to see a home run in high school baseball. I saw a home run in softball. I saw a couple of them so far this year, but baseball not. That one's high. 3-2 full count to Argenteri. Panicello on deck. Again, this game important for both teams. And there's strike 3, and Argenteri doesn't agree, but anything close you've got to swing at. He's been very consistent, and he's actually called a good game, I believe, so far here today. Yeah, it looked right down the center, but it's hard to tell from this. And from our angle, the height looked perfect, but I'm not sure if it was inside or outside, what Argenteri might have been complaining about, but Pico. I'm laughing because this is a great pitching performance by Dunbar here. Got 13 strikeouts. Is that right? I thought I said 11. Maybe I miscounted one before, but I have 13 strikeouts for Dunbar. Wow. Is that 14? Unofficial stats, obviously, because I'm writing stuff down as I'm filming and announcing and running the scoreboard and everything else. So it's Panicello fouls one back. I'll find out. We'll take a commercial break after this, and I'll ask. There's a scorekeeper below me. Fastball. I didn't notice those faces. I'll show them after this pitch here. That one low. There they are. It was a big thing, geez, about 10 years, a little over 10 years ago. Hornell used to have the big heads printed up for different events, football, basketball, whatever. It's kind of gone by the wayside now. It was expensive to do. It was like $100 a head, depending, now, of course, things might have gotten cheaper, but. And he walks. Ponicello. It's only the second walk given up by Dunbar. Davinoyer struck out looking and struck out swinging. This one's popped up out of play. Good crowd here today. Always liked filming from this ballpark. I like the angle here I'm filming from. It's not the best when you're trying to show both the pitcher and the batter. Safe that time. Hoyer holds up. Ponicello keeps looking at his elbow. But 2 outs here. Hoyer golfs one back, foul. So 1 and 2. I didn't say it because thought I might. Well, I did say this game is humming right along because here we are in the 7th inning and we're only an hour and a half into this game. Actually, a little less than an hour and a half. But this one popped up. Dunbar underneath it with the 3rd out. So Ponicello left on second base. Threat by Hornell, put down by Dunbar. We go to the bottom of the 7th. And we'll be back.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Local health.
So Dunbar up, see if he can help himself here. Not that he needs much help in the sense he is pitching absolutely stupendous today. He's got 14 strikeouts, 2 walks, and has only given up 1 hit. So he could round things out here. If he hit a home run to walk it off, would be probably one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen in high school. He's got the size, but this one's popped up. And Argenteri right there. Just got under it a tad.
Our next batter, number 3, one of our seniors, Aiden Riley.
Gates Miller still in pitching for Hornell. Riley 0 for 2 here. Unless I missed an at-bat. Barnett. It's going to get in there. Good coverage by Barnett Jr. out in right field to keep Riley at first. This is Matt Ritter. Oh no, it gets by both as that ball kicks. Unfortunate. That ball hit the ground, it spun, and both Miller and Gennaro Pico could not grab it. So 1 out, runners in scoring position. Coach Joe Flint coming out to Tom Delahunt, of course, the head coach for Wellsville, has done a great job. I like the fact that they even put his picture on those. Oh, no, they didn't. That was for Miles. I apologize. Miles, is he coach at Avoca Prattsburg now, I believe? So 1 out. That's a good trip to the mound by Joe Flint. I mean, you got to let the players know where to go with the ball. Force out first if you can get it. Double play, obviously, as well. So there's a couple things on the players' minds and on the coach's mind of where you're at, obviously. But if you can get the force out at third, and do not throw the ball away, because 1 run wins it here in the bottom of the 7th. Gavin Haggerty. Oh, and this is a nice bunt, too. Gets the runners over. Nice play by Ponicello. Nice bunt. I mean, that was picture perfect. So runners in scoring positions for Coleman. Coleman struck out looking. Concentrate. Well, let's see. You know what? They could. I don't know what they could do here. Let's see. There's strike 1. Coleman lifts it. And Argenteri underneath it. We go to the 8th. we'll be back.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
Alzheimer's commercial that I just aired. If anyone's been through that, it had a family member, which I've had. My father died of Alzheimer's related causes and stuff, and it's not fun to see a loved one go through that. But right now we're looking at the first base coach's box. Now let's see where Patrick goes here. Oh, he's supposed to stay in. If anyone, oh, there he is. He said stop. If anyone watched the Yankee game last night, they were yelling at each other about staying in the batters or the first base coach's box, and it was just funny because they didn't know if they were tipping pitch. Well, he did. I guess the pitcher who the game before did say he might have been tipping his pitches because of the way looking. It's a foul. That Aaron Judge was kind of looking over. And they figure he might be looking at that was just a funny, looking at the first base coach to give him signals on what pitch was coming. Of course, then he hit the big home run. Of course, he didn't look last night, but then broke the Toronto Blue Jays sign in the outfield. Just funny how baseball is. Johnny Rose up here. 1-1. Pops one out of play. Rose has a hit to lead things off. Davis had an uncle play AAA baseball for the St. Louis Cardinals organization. The great Scott Jeffrey, who's in the Hornell Hall of Fame. God rest his soul. Died at 52 years old, I think he was, when he passed away. Can't remember if it was a heart attack or it was a school superintendent down in Pennsylvania, I believe it was. We lived on my street when we were young kids. Used to play with him down in the river, him and his brother Dave, sister Carrie. Good old days. Talking about how great his Uncle Scott was. His Uncle Dave was a great baseball player, too, for Hornell. Dave's son is the #1 recruit in the nation for lacrosse as an 11th grader. There's strike 3 as Andrew goes down swinging.
Next batter is number 24,
Hornell doesn't have lacrosse, but for some reason, the kids of people that have graduated from Hornell, I think there's 5 or 6 Division I lacrosse players of Hornell parents that graduated from Hornell anyways. I have a cousin that graduated a couple years ahead of me. Her son went Division I lacrosse. Dunbar, who struck out Davis for strikeout number 15. Got Charlie Oyer to deal with here with 1 on. Rose on first. There's a strike. 1 and 2. Not sure if Wellsville has lacrosse or not. I don't think they do. Oyer. Oh, and then just got jammed for the second strikeout. Another nice pitch from Dunbar. Wow.
Next batter is number 22, Dan Barnett.
Is that 16 strikeouts? Amazing. The only other high school that we were talking about, Davis, he struck out and his uncle's playing. His uncle that graduated with me struck out 20 of 21 batters in a game for Hornell back in 1986. That was probably the best performance I'd ever seen by a pitcher in high school anyways, until now. Only given up 1 hit. Or 2 hits, I'm sorry. Rose has a hit here. 2 hits. No. Wish they'd keep hits on the scoreboard. They've got it. Rose to put himself in position. Good job by Rose to look back, too, to make sure they're not trying to do any kind of fake play. Fake like they've lost the ball. We've seen that before. And he put himself in a position, too, to 3-0. This is Barnett Jr., Daniel Barnett. That one's high, so Barnett walks. So Gates Miller, the leadoff, or top of the order batter here for Hornell. See if we can lip read. They have a pitch count up there too. They don't keep the only one I've seen in high school this year, baseball, when Hornell traveled to Haverling, they keep the pitch count on the scoreboard and the hits and everything. They really do a complete scoreboard, which is nice. They've got a beautiful scoreboard here too, but they're not using it to its fullest. Nice catch. Oh, and he drops it! Oh, no. Ah. So a run is going to score. Barnett overshot, and that's not going to make coach too happy, but Hornell does score a run on the air. Oops. So if Hornell can put him down here, go to the bottom of the 8th. I'll show you that scoreboard like I was talking about. I wish they would use the whole thing. It's beautiful. Pitch count at bat. Errors, I never see them keep errors in high school. But they did in Wellsville, but they don't, or in Bath, but. Of course, they could have the same issue that Hornell has with their scoreboard, that when they put the scoreboard in, they never delivered the right controller. So it doesn't keep at bats and stuff. Who's at bat? Just shows 60 every game for the last 4 years. It's a lot of zeros. Only one different. There's the runs. One, Hornell. Gates Miller coming in, back in. So Costello, top of the order for Wellsville, who led the game off with a hit. See if he can do that again. There's a strike inside. Painted the inside corner. That's foul, 0-2. Gets in the dirt. And Costello's going to get down to nice hustle by Cody. Cooper Brockway. I'm here to watch the bunt. I can't imagine Brockway's going to bunt. He is. I just didn't think he would. He's been a decent hitter here for them all season, being in the second position too. But of course you don't want to also hit into a double play. Nice play by Gates Miller. I guess he did bunt. I never coached baseball. I coached 23 years of basketball, so people know more than me on that. So one out. Costello at second. Here's a strike. This is Alex Green. 1 for 3 today. There's a hit in the first inning, but then has 2, a ground out and a pop out. This is important. You need Cody Costello to pay attention to first base and third base, or obviously third base coach, to let him know whether to take off or not, because you hear the crack of the bat. He's probably going to run, but hopefully he'll be paying attention as well to, I'm sure he will, but you want to get on third if you can. That one fouled off, 2-2. Strikeout would be huge here for Gates Miller, the senior. There's strike three. So Wellsville down to their last out. Right height. This is Trenton Green. And there's the game. Davis catches it. A lot of running by Davis to catch up with that. And Hornell is going to win it. So I think I have him down for 15 strikeouts. For Dunbar. And 2 hits. Or 3 hits. So what an impressive day by him. Unfortunately, he comes up on the losing side as Hornell wins 1-0. Wow, an amazing game. I'm just doing some final stats. Apologize. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be live from Waco for Hornell's regular season finale as they take on the Waco Golden Eagles. Apologize. I'm trying to get some final things here done. Nothing to hold your head about. Alex Green, you see him out there, and Wellsville did a great job today. It was a very exciting game to watch and to do today. Senior night's always tough for any team to go down, but congratulations to them on a so far a successful season. Yeah, sectionals coming up, and I'm sure they'll do fine. Again, Hornell in third place has one more regular season game tomorrow, and then we'll find out Friday where they will stand come sectional time. We'll broadcast all that over the weekend, the posts and stuff on Pike Sports. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night. And have a good day, everybody, and evening.
Pre-owned truck headquarters.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cashback or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan